It is summertime, which means a lot of extremes to the country. For us locally, that typically means very mild weather, but we actually have an interesting flow happening in our area over the last day and a half here, and that is some tropical moisture moving in from the south. Really what we're seeing from this are just some mid-level clouds. We are waking up to some hazy conditions as well. That marine layer is still there, especially on the lower levels. So if you're around the coast or for those near coastal cities, we are waking up to that haze. Live look from Domenico's on the wharf, and it was a beautiful sunrise. Official sunrise was at 5:51 this morning, and we were seeing those oranges and pinks, some beautiful hues. Things are a little bit more gray. So again, high clouds still streaming in from the south. This is that tropical moisture there. With it embedded in this, we do have some light showers that have formed, and these are isolated light showers, but a lot of that moisture not making it into those lower levels, and that is because on the lower levels we are still very hot and we are still very dry, especially for those inland areas. With that also, we have a little bit of instability out there. Most of the lightning has been out over the water, but we still have a very slight risk of that happening into about mid-afternoon, and that's where we're going to continue to see these clouds moving through our area. We'll start to see this tropical moisture kind of fade away as we head into mid-afternoon. That is also going to create a little bit more stability for us to form those low clouds on the southern eastern portion of the bay as we head into sunset, and we will have a better chance of those low clouds forming through the overnight hours, pushing into some of our interior locations. Though I'm not expecting these low clouds to be super widespread, as our marine layer will be a bit more compressed tomorrow morning, but nonetheless around the coast and for those near coastal cities, we'll be waking up to those gray skies, those low clouds tomorrow morning. So we'll switching it up. The last couple of mornings, actually the last several mornings, we haven't had those low clouds. Temperatures for you today, very comfortable on the north side of the bay. We'll be in those low to mid 70s. Great day to get out to the coast if you can. For those higher elevations though, San Lorenzo Valley, you'll be in those 80s, even low 90s, low to mid 80s for those higher elevations. And again, we still have those west northwesterly winds on those lower levels, so that will keep Davenport in those low 60s. We're going to see some of those mid 60s, low to mid 60s around Cashville and Marina, but again on the north side of the bay, away from those winds, we will be warmer in those upper 60s for Aptos, low 70s for Watsonville. We're also going to see low 70s for Salinas, mid 80s for Hollister, and we'll be in those 90s in the Santa Clara Valley. Cool spot today will be the Monterey Peninsula. Again, that all has to do with those winds coming off of the water, so we'll be in those low to mid 60s. 67 for Monterey though, right where you should be this time of year. So again, mostly seasonable around the coast, but a hot one inland, especially as you head south for those far interior locations. Most of the Salinas Valley will be in those 80s. Once you hit King City though, we'll be back in those low 90s. We'll be in those triple digits for Bradley, upper 90s for Pinnacles, Parkfield, San Antonio Valley. So again, we have some very toasty temperatures for those inland locations. Please stay fire aware out there. Things are very dry and are drying out fairly quickly as well. As we head back to the coast, Big Sur, you'll be in those low 80s, in Carmel Valley, also in those low 80s. As far as overnight lows go, yes, we will be slightly cooler tomorrow morning, but again, with another warm day, especially inland, you can expect those 50s around the coast tomorrow morning. We'll be in those mid 50s to low 60s inland as far as overnight lows go.